Welcome to Sunny Stampin' Studio, and today we're doing a really super easy project. It's a simple Band-Aid, Punch Pile Band-Aid. And I really like it because it makes a really fast get well card and gift set. So the card itself is really easy. I have a large Band-Aid, but you can make it any size you want. It's pretty fast to do. And it's just on a simple blue panel with the hugs and kisses on the side. And I did a little gift box to match. It has the heart, except that the Band-Aid and the heart, and it's glittered up this time. And I have the box just kind of decorated. It's an Altoid tin. You can buy them a lot of different places if you just look online. And it's just decorated very simple with white and red grosgrain ribbon. And it opens up, and inside I have put some little fisherman friends to give as a gift to someone who is perhaps not feeling very well. Okay, so we're going to close this up and we're going to start it off. So what I'm going to need is I'm going to need some Blush Blossom cardstock, a 1 inch by 3 inch piece, and a 1 inch square. And then I'm also going to need a little red heart. I'm going to take my trio heart punch. I'm just going to slip in my heart over there. And I got my little heart for my Band-Aid. Now this one's going to make a fairly large Band-Aid, but again, you can alter this to any size. You just want the center square to be 1/3 of the size of the Band-Aid rectangle. Okay, so we're going to start with our corner rounder. I'll bring this in a little bit closer so you can see a little better. Okay, so we're going to make sure when we put this in that it's right butted up against the guard. You see that it has this little black guard over there. You want to make sure that it doesn't get caught like that. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to bring this in just a smidge closer. Okay, it's caught up into the little corner that trims. You don't want that. You want to make sure it goes right, hold on, right down. Okay. Okay, so it gives you a nice smooth rounded corner. And you really want to make sure that you have it in there properly, that it's not going to shift around, that it's not off a little bit, because it's going to make a ragged looking Band-Aid. Okay, get rid of those pieces. Now my Band-Aid bottom is ready. I'm going to just prep my top. I'm going to put it onto my piercing mat. I'm going to use the center holes over here, and I'm going to align the edges. So if you see I have this little black line going across here, I'm going to line that with the top and with the side. Then I'm going to take my piercer and I'm just going to pierce all the holes in that section. Okay, now when I run out of holes, I just shift it over. I still keep my alignment at the top and I match the missing holes up. Okay. Okay, so we've got our little pattern over there on the Band-Aid top. So now all we need to do is some little sponging. I'm going to take some creamy caramel and Stampin' Sponge, which I have cut into a nice little 1/6 of a wedge. And I'm going to just sponge up the edges. Trying not to shake the table too much so that it doesn't shake the camera. Unfortunately, when you're sponging, it's hard not to shake everything in sight. I'm going a little slower because I'm trying to be a little bit more careful. Okay, so we got that one done. I'm going to move on to my larger Band-Aid piece. Now the fun thing with this is, I mean, it's a really fast get well card for someone who isn't feeling well, and the tin makes a great little gift, but what I really like is I can make that tin and fill it up with some little candy or some Altoids. And what I do is my kids, I don't know if any of you have kids, but mine, whenever they're feeling, you know, they have a little bobo, they have a little hurt, they always want a Band-Aid, they always want the magic pill. So that becomes the magic pill box. It's filled with the candy to get one little candy out of the magic box, and they feel much better, like they've been completely healed. Okay, so we've got the Band-Aid bottom done. Now I'm going to do my little heart. I just want to add a touch of shadow. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to add the shadow area to the bottom and one side. Okay, so there. Gives me a little two-tone on it. So now it's time to put it together really fast. and easy. I take my Stampin' Dimensionals and I'm going to cut them in half because I see no reason to actually, for such a small piece, to use whole pieces on the corner. Okay, got the one there, and I'm just going to cut another one in half. Okay. Okay, so now just take off the backings. Because of the hole, you gotta just be careful to press it down firmly so that they stick properly to the paper. Okay. Oh, I got a little piece that's hanging over the edge, so I'm just going to trim that away. Okay. So now I want it to be centered. Okay. Now I'm going to take my tweezers. I'm going to take my little heart. Okay. And I'm going to just add a little dab of glue. Doesn't take much. I'm going to put it into the center of my heart. Okay, now this is where you have a couple options. You can either add a little bit of a highlight with your gel pen. Just add it to one side to give your heart a little dimension. Or you could, after I've done the final step, you could just put a layer of Crystal Effects, sprinkle it with some Dazzling Diamonds glitter, flick it off, let it dry, and then put another layer of Crystal Effects on top. It will give you a really nice dimensional glittered heart. And if you choose not to do that, you'll just do the white gel pen, and we're going to just add a little bit of a dimension to it with some Going Gray classic ink and my blender pen. I'm just tracing around the heart just to make it look like it's casting a bit of a shadow because it's raised. So just a little trick to add some dimension to an otherwise flat item. Okay. There. So there you got it. We got our little Band-Aid, which can be done in any size you like. And when you're putting it on your pieces, if you notice over here, I actually have mine raised up on dimensionals a second time. I put 2 on the side, or if you really want it to be stable, like for the box, there are 4 dimensionals. Hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And this box is really fast to do. I actually did it under 10 minutes. I put a layer of Crystal Effects on top. I brushed it out with a little sponge brush, and I laid my cardstock on top, which was already decorated. Flipped it over, trimmed it with my scissors, sanded down the edges, put red liner tape all around, adhered my ribbon at the back of the box so that it's less likely to show, and then with a 12" by 1/2" strip of white cardstock, I put Crystal Effects and laid down the cardstock all around, again with the seam in the back. So under 10-minute gift, lots of fun and easy to do. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next week.